Meteorologist Max Logano.
Well, once again, a very good Thursday afternoon, and yeah, it's a warm one, especially in areas north of I-10. Now, even along and south of it, it's still pretty warm, but you can see the difference here, where Cameron is the cool spot at 80 degrees, although, yeah, I just would not consider that all that cool. We go up to 87 degrees over in Sulphur, up to 90 degrees over into DeRidder. And also keep in mind, it's a bit more humid than it was yesterday. That's the power of having continued southerly winds, 22 miles per hour over at the DeRidder-Beauregard Parish Airport. And that gives a heat index of 94 degrees, at least over into DeRidder. In fact, we have some higher heat indices across the rest of southwest Louisiana. Over in Oakdale, the heat index 98 degrees, same value over into Sulphur, and even DeQuincy has a heat index of 96 degrees right now. Those numbers are also higher than they were yesterday. So if you do have any outdoor plans late this afternoon and into the early evening, well, keep in mind, it is going to remain very warm. In fact, here's a look at those heat indices. They are the number on the top of the bars here, probably sticking into the 90s over the next few hours before dropping back to the 80s tonight. And for the actual low temperatures, I think we'll see those numbers probably into the mid-70s overnight. And then tomorrow afternoon, we do the same exact thing once again. Both the temperatures and the heat indices go up, and the heat index, yeah, probably into the upper 90s again in a few locations. Now, aside from that, things are not bad this evening. Still a breezy one outside, gusts between 20 and 30 miles an hour. So that may be the primary issue for any outdoor plans this evening. Gradually, those winds subside a little bit, and like we saw yesterday evening and overnight, more clouds may try to move in from the Gulf heading into tomorrow morning. And then we basically just do the same exact thing over again. Control C, Control V with our pattern tomorrow. Because look at this, another day of clouds in the morning, afternoon sunshine, high temperatures into the upper 80s to near 90 degrees, especially in Vernon, Beauregard, and Allen parishes, and more wind gusts between 20 to 30 miles per hour. So the wind is not done bothering us yet here in southwest Louisiana. And I don't think it is at least for the next couple of days. We still have high pressure parked off to the east, so we'll still have southerly winds return each and every day, I think, for Friday, Saturday, and maybe even Sunday as well. Now, heading into next week, there are signs that maybe we start seeing some changes by the end of the week. It is possible that high pressure may try to back off at least a little bit by Tuesday or Wednesday. There also could be a weak front that tries to move into southwest Louisiana. Now, there's still plenty of time between now and then for things to change, but that is something that we'll continue to keep an eye on heading into the upcoming week. But for the weekend, though, we still have a lot of warm and very humid weather to get through. High temperatures, upper 80s, even along I-10. No doubt inland areas like today, I think, have a very good shot of seeing low 90s, and that heat index could get closer to 100 degrees at times. So, and it's just a reminder to stay cool outside, especially as we get closer and closer to summer, or maybe stay inside. I'll do that.
Max, didn't you know it's only May? What do you mean 100 degrees?
Well, that's just how it's going to feel, but yeah, I would rate that about 3 out of 10 on the weather scale.
2 out of 10. All right, thank you so much, Max. As syphilis numbers soar